Hi, my name is Sarah Smith, and I work in the Pilates studio at the Claremont Club. Today we're going to be doing an at-home circuit workout that is inspired by our Pilates happy hour that we do in the studio. So we're going to start standing with squats, or in Pilates terms, we'd call this footwork, and you have the option of adding pulses. So feet are parallel, about hip distance apart. Here we go, squat down and lift. Make sure that those knees track right over that second toe. A tiny tuck of the tush will help you stay out of the low back. If you're adding pulses, you'll squat, pulse, pulse, and lift. To really fire that booty, press through those heels every time you lift. Inhale and exhale, breathing here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going to do jump squats. Same principles apply, jumping into the air. Here we go, down and up. Try to keep those 2 feet parallel. That means the second toe parallel to the other second toe. Knees tracking right over that second toe. Lifting, driving through the heels to jump. Breathing. Good. Keep it up. Almost there. Jump and jump. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Standing lower body. So we're going to squat, same parallel position. This time we're going to jog the heels. So sitting as low as you can. You've got a minute here. Here we go. Parallel feet, lace through the ribs, squat it down, tiny tuck of that tush, and lift those heels one at a time. Try to keep the knees from wobbling in. You'll notice that mine do that a little bit. So really stabilize everything. Lift up on that belly button. Hold it down as low as you can. Feel those quads burn. Feel those calves burn. Good. Breathing here. Stay low. Sit lower if you can. And jog. Breathe. Almost there. About 20 more seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Next we have core work, so come on down to your knees. We're going to have an option to add mountain climbers or just hold the plank. Mountain climbers can be as fast or as slow as you like. Here we go. Down and nice. So you tuck that tush, you drop those hips down, pull up on the bellies, and press those armpits away from the floor. You continue to squeeze the bum to keep it low. Of course, you could do your mountain climbers much faster than I am. Lacing through the front of the rib cage, keep that core engaged, and breathe. You could also be on your forearms. Good, about 30 seconds left. Not even. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, continuing with the core work, you're going to roll over, sit on your bum. We're starting with pelvic curls. So feet are flat on the floor. You're sitting tall. Nice deep inhale and exhale as you tuck your pelvis. Tap that low back down. Hold, keep lacing through the front of the ribs and pulse it down. Doing your best to keep the feet still, noticing that the closer the heels are to your bum, the harder this will be. Pulsing here, remembering to breathe, lacing all the abdomen towards that midline of the body. Keep trying to tap that low back down. Keep those lowest abs engaged. If it's too easy, no problem. You can lift your arms. Keep those pulses. Nice job. Keep going. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come onto your side for a side plank. I didn't do a good job of placing myself, but you have two options. You can either keep that bottom knee bent and lift and lower those hips, or you can extend both legs and lift and lower those hips. What matters here is that you push away that armpit from the floor and you lift up on that lower oblique and you lace through the front of the rib cage. So keep lowering and lifting, doing your best to get higher every time. Lift and lift. Breathing here. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Other side. So switch, same rules apply. Find that forearm or hand, whatever you like. Maybe that bottom knee is bent. Maybe it's long. So option 1, lift with bent knee. Option 2, extend both legs long. But do tighten the core, lift up that lower ab, and press that armpit away from the floor below you. Lifting and lowering. If you notice my top shoulder is slightly in front of my lower one, you'll want to try to keep those perfectly stacked. So shoulder to shoulder should make a nice vertical line. Keep breathing as we finish up here. Lifting up on that belly. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. You're just about there. Good. Breathe. Standing lower body. So stand back up. So you're going to have your feet nice and wide, like you're in a wide second position. You're going to sit low in a squat and you're going to lift your heels. So tuck your tush, hold it down. Good. From here, lift and lift. Good. Trying to keep those hips at one height for the duration of the exercise and focusing on lifting those heels as you press into that big toe. In other words, try to avoid rolling onto the outer part of your foot. So lift, lift. Breathing here, connecting through the core. Hold those arms out nice and strong. You've got this. Lace through the ribs. You're almost there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Good. Standing lower body lunges. You have the option to either jump as you switch legs or hold one side and pulse. I'm going to start with the jump. Here we go. And jump and jump. Same rules apply. You're pressing into that big toe. You're jumping from that front heel to engage the booty. And you're doing your best to keep your hips level. Keep breathing. By now you should be fatigued. So if you get tired, pick one side and hold it down and pulse, which I will show you here in a minute. After a few pulses, you'll jump and switch legs and pulse on the other side. I don't worry too much about keeping the same number on each side, but you are more than welcome to. Breathe here, almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay standing. We're going to do standing obliques. So hands come behind the ears, palms face forward. We're going to lift one leg and switch, lifting knee to elbow and bending at the torso. Your heart rate should be up from the leg work you just did. So just try to keep moving, lace through the front of the rib cage, and breathe. It's not the prettiest of exercises, but no one's watching you. You can do it with your feet wide, or for a little extra challenge, you would bring those feet all the way in and together every time you bring them down. Breathing here. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Obviously, faster would lift the heart rate. You're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest here. Coming down onto the mat for some core work. You're going to lay on your belly, so you're laying prone. We're going to do back extension and hamstring curls. So hands are on either side of the body. Lift yourself up, just warming up that low back. You press into the tops of the feet and you try to lift those thighs, squeezing the bum, lifting up on belly button. Now extend the arms and legs away from each other and you're going to swim, lifting opposite arm and leg. Breathing as you do. Continue to lift those thighs higher and higher off of the mat. Lifting those arms up towards the ears as you drop the shoulder blades down and into the back pockets. Lift up on your belly button, squeeze your bum, and breathe as you move. Good. Now, forearms come down, they're totally parallel. Flexing that right foot, you're going to bend and pulse that heel to your bum. Switching sides. Whatever leg is extended, the top of that foot presses into the mat below you. You squeeze your bum, you lift up on your belly, and you really push that pubic bone down into the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down your back and out of your ears. Pull your chest between those upper arms and really squeeze that heel to bum. Almost done. Good. And when you're ready, you push it back into a shell stretch, drop the bum, and lift yourself up. All right, sticking with the core, flip it over. You're sitting on your butt. You're going to roll yourself down so that you're in a hooked line position, so soles of the feet flat on the floor. You're laying on your back. Lace through the ribs. Connect that low back down to the mat by tightening the low abs. Lift your legs to tabletop and extend the feet to the sky. Nod your chin to your chest on an exhale and curl yourself up. You're going to open the legs 4 times as you lower them down and 4 times open and lift those legs. Your job is to lower your legs only as low as you can hold that low back tightly against the mat. Meanwhile, you're nodding that chin to your chest, folding yourself higher and higher right at that bra line. If you feel pain in your neck, that's okay. You lower your head and you rest it, focusing on the low belly abs by pressing that low back down into the mat. Do your best to keep your feet totally parallel as you open and close, especially if you tend to have turned out feet and legs. Keep breathing here. You're almost done. Curl yourself higher. Get those shoulder blades off the mat. Connect that low back. Breathe. And lift. Nice job. Good. Rest the head, bend the knees, and drop those heels nice and close to your bum, soles of the feet on the floor. Lift one leg to tabletop and extend it. Single leg bridges. Hold that bridge high. You're going to flex the foot lower and lift that free leg. Meanwhile, that bridging side is lifting your hips as high as they can hold. Work here is in your hamstrings and bum and inner thighs to help move that free leg in parallel. Nice job. Keep breathing, keep lifting those hips high, switching sides, extend, flex and lower the free leg. The bridging leg keeps those hips lifted, so you're pressing those hip bones up to the sky, trying to keep the bum off the floor. Higher and higher, lace through the front of the rib cage. Don't let the ribs splay apart. Both sides of the core stay engaged. Last couple. Nice job. And lower down. Hug the knees into the chest and come on up. All right, the final little bit of work and some stretching. So you're going to be on your knees. Your left leg is going to be extended. Your right hand is going to be on the floor below you. You're going to bend everything in and kick that left leg out with the flexed foot and keeping it parallel to the floor to engage the glutes. Meanwhile, your right hand is pressing into the earth or the mat, and you're really pushing that right armpit away from the ground, trying to keep space between the upper arm and the torso. Keep lifting and pressing, kicking that leg out with some amount of energy. Both sides of the body are working. Lace through the front of the ribs. Breathe. Nice. Other side. Roll it around. So now your left hand is down. Forgot what I was doing. Left hand down, right leg extended. Bend it all in and kick that right leg out with a parallel and flexed foot. Try to keep that top shoulder, that right shoulder stacked over the left. Press that that left hand down into the floor below you and try to lift that armpit away from the mat. Kick and press. Drop those hips. Breathing here. It doesn't have to be pretty. Good, and rest. Nice. Cross one leg in front of the other. Let's take a quick stretch. So you're going to just reach your arms forward. You can round your chest forward, and whatever leg is in front, that side of the outer hip should take a nice stretch. Breathing here. Coming up carefully, bringing one hand down and stretching laterally. One way and then the next, dropping the shoulders as you do. Switching the cross of the legs, we'll get the other side. So walk those hands forward, drop the chest. The opposite shin should be in front, and that means the opposite outer hip should be getting a nice stretch. Couple breaths here. Walk those hands back, and again, one hand to the side, press down into the earth as you reach the other arm up and over, and switch. Lacing through the front of the rib cage. Good, come on up. Extend those legs out slightly wide and in front of you, and do your best to sit tall on your sit bones. So if you need to bend your legs, you do. All you're going to do is inhale and twist 2 times to one side, exhale through center, and twist to the other side. Try to keep those hips forward, just twisting and stretching that spine, getting a little bit of mobility here. Good, just a few more. And stretch it forward, round through the spine. So pull your belly in, take a nice spinal stretch, and when you're ready, you'll round it up. Now hamstrings. So feet are in front of you together, your feet are flexed. You have 2 options, hands under knees, or if you're more flexible, forearms under knees. You're going to press the backs of your knees down into the floor of your arms, and you're going to flex the feet. Hold it here. You're going to point and flex the right toes. Continue to press the back of the knees down and switch sides. Backs of the knees down and pointing and flexing one foot at a time. And now fold a little bit deeper and connect the backs of the knees to the arms. And now pull up on the belly button. Keep the arms where they are and take a nice stretch through the back, nodding your chin to your chest, dropping forward, stretching a little bit deeper, possibly bringing the hands out, grabbing hold of either the toes or the heels, and pulling that chest up. Good. Come on out, and we're all done.